Hi everyone, Mark here again with another video about my Reiki journey. This is episode 3. Just to recap, last time I spoke to you, I had just completed my Reiki 1 course with Lisa Hutchinson at Willow Holistics at Sutton-on-Trent in North Nottinghamshire. Again, fantastic course, and what a great teacher Lisa is. And if you're watching, Lisa, thanks very much. She's not endorsing this or paying for it in any way, so it is just a shout out for the incredible teaching and gifts that she shares and offers to us all as part of our Reiki journey. Fresh off Reiki 1 and my attunement. I couldn't think of the words last video, but it was my 21 day cleanse following attunement. So that's what I'm currently on now. Lisa has encouraged me to practice my skills as a healer. She taught me on my Reiki 1 how to begin to heal, and said it would be a good idea if you have any friends or family, people that are happy for you to start your healing journey on, that the trust goes both ways. So absolutely, I had an abundance of volunteers from family and friends. So I was able to sit down with a very close friend of mine and practice some Reiki, and it was really good. So I started by grounding myself, making sure I was protected by my archangels, Archangel Michael, and it was quite interesting. So I'm able to really, even more now following attunement, able to tap into the unconsciousness of the spiritual world. And what I begin to find is during grounding, I can actually feel tightness around my calves, around my ankles, and this energy is pulling me in towards the ground. And also, when I ask for protection, I ask for Archangel Michael to come forward and bless me with his sword of protection and fill me with love and light. Again, I feel it enter my body. I get a tingle down my spine. So this could be me imagining it, or the alternative is it's actually happening. And I tend to believe, with me being so spiritual and attuned now, that it is happening for real. So I grounded myself, and I asked for the founders of Reiki, Madam Takata and Dr. Usui, I probably haven't said that correctly, so apologies, to come forward and give me their blessing, along with my angels and spirit guides and dragon energy that Lisa tells me and has taught me to use. Now, on that note, I haven't tapped in yet to my dragon energy. I'm more affiliated, I guess, if that's the right word, to angels and divine power. Again, putting out there, not religious, so I find it still a little bit contradictory that I am using angel energy and divine power. But I think as I go on my journey, I'm realizing that it doesn't always have to be that angels and divine power are linked to Christianity or other religions that follow the single God. So I guess that's my journey to delve into and find out a little bit more. But going back to my close friend and performing a small healing ceremony on, so I asked for the ascendants of Reiki to give me their blessing, asked for my spirit guides and angels to come forth and help me to heal, and use me as a vessel to heal my first Reiki client, I guess, my first Reiki client. So having doing that, grounded, protected, asked for permissions and blessings, I decided to ask the client if her higher self could agree to tune in to my higher self, so we could get the most out of the healing. Following that, I was able to check their chakras, make sure they were all working as they should be, flowing as the energy should, and indicate through my pendulum which ones were not flowing quite as well or as they ought to be. So the heart was blocked or not operating correctly, as was the throat. So I made a quick note of that and tried to understand later on why that may be the case. Now, because I sometimes get messages through from my spirit guides, I always ask, as told by Lisa, always ask your client if you have any messages, check with them to see if they are happy for you to share these messages, of which she was. Now, I don't always understand these messages. I have since found out I am an empath, which explains an awful lot. So I do have really deep, overwhelming, almost amplified, I guess, energies and thoughts and emotions from people and clients, particularly when we have spiritual connection. So I connected with my first client by starting on the crown. Sorry, that was a dog just walking by. Connecting with the crown and then going through each chakra. Now, my thoughts on when I got to the heart chakra was that it was very troubled, and it was blocked and needed a lot more healing. And in fact, as I worked myself down the chakras, I had to come back to the heart after checking again with the pendulum, as the heart needed more work, more healing, and was able to do that. Now, I did see quite a few colours during the session, which was really good, really interesting. Lots of purples, lots of greens, lots of greys, and yeah, it was really quite a magical experience. Now, I was able to feel energy flowing in the knees once I was doing the knees and chins, and again it felt like bubbling, same as last time. I could feel movement underneath the knees, like bubbles popping to the surface, and I could certainly feel that energy wanting to come out. One of the things that I really found strange at the time, but has been clarified for me now, is the urge when healing the knees is to blow out, like blowing cigarette smoke out. So hands on knees, and then very naturally just sort of went and I did that several times, and my understanding is now it's getting rid of any energy that shouldn't be there through myself and as part of the healing process. So yeah, strange one, but very welcome to help my client heal in such a way and get rid of any negative energy that she may have been carrying. After the session, we both caught up and see how it went. What was interesting is she said as soon as we connected, I was healing her crown, that she saw a bridge, a rainbow type bridge with lots of colours, very sparkly, very bright, very beautiful, very divine light from my forehead to her forehead, and it helped her to relax, be calm, feel safe during the whole session as well. But she was very emotional after the session as well, and there was some tears, there was a lot of crying. And what we found looking through our Reiki training book is that our heart chakra was closed and needed some extra healing, as mentioned before. And it turned out that the rest of the day was spent consciously healing, reflecting on previous trauma, life-changing trauma that had happened throughout her life. And she was finally able to express it, to let it out in a trusted environment, and start that healing process, which is clearly going to take some time and require some more sessions as well as self-healing on her part. But what a great experience. She thanked me so much for starting that journey for her. We'll be helping her again, I'll be helping her again to heal and track the progress of her journey, her spiritual journey of opening up her chakras and also becoming more spiritually aware. So yeah, first client, great stuff, had a great experience. So hope to update you again in episode 4 with another trial client and part of my Reiki journey. Thanks all, cheerio.